know who I bees.
I bees C-ligatees.
Damn, this lens is mad crusty, man.
Yo, shut it off.
Oh, man. Look like you sprinkled oregano on it.
On our way up to Syracuse, my hometown. It's gonna be kind of dual purpose. I'm gonna be listening to mixes. Then I'm gonna go visit some family. Share the story of the beginning. My life gets so hectic now, like traveling so much and like always needing to answer emails and text messages and get stuff done. And we got the tour coming up. We're trying to plan for that. It's like here in Nashville, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for my first headline tour. Do we go small and then grow into a huge show? Or do we just go big show out the gate, you know, try to blow people's socks off and make no money? My family's felt like they had to share me, and just sometimes I feel like they lost me. That's what Death of Me was about on Neverland. When I said, Mama feel like she losing me to this lifestyle that's consuming me. Like my sister, I remember she said, I just want my brother back. Yeah, this is definitely part of the discomfort. Because nobody tells you about this before you get into doing what you're doing. No one tells you when you start making music or being creative. They're like, yo man, it's amazing, but once you get it, there's all this other stuff that comes along with it. Some of being uncomfortable is figuring out how to balance my ambition for my career and at the same time still being rooted to what's most important in my life, my faith and my family. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason why we're taking this trip.
Well, he was very tough as a little boy, you know, because he was very active and he didn't have, you know, a really good relationship with his dad, you know, who really wasn't involved in his life. I noticed as he went through school that he got away, you know, from the things of God, and we tried taking him to youth groups and stuff, but he was interested in rap, and a lot of the kids at the youth group wouldn't be interested in rap.
Who said I'm scared? That's something I couldn't have said. You dreaming, I sleep under the boogeyman bed. Something like a monster, like the cookie.
He had gone into his bedroom and he took all of his clothes out of his closet. I go, why did you take all your clothes out of your closet? Now, I want to make it a soundproof room. And we bought two like king-size mattress pads, like that foam stuff, and we stapled all up to the closet. Next thing I know, he's charging people to go record in the closet. How can you charge people to go into a closet? And then I started looking for another house, and I found a nice house with a very dry basement that was affordable to me. And I think for $2,200, we built a whole new studio there.
This is the new tripod that we've just received. This is my mother.
Oh, sorry.
Now just turn it off real quick. Make me look real cool on it, you know.
How do I turn it off?
Hit the button again.
Because he had a mind to do things, you know?
He's in there working. Sorry, my bad.
What if we also did we'll have the bangs like at an actual point?
I think dropping down to that type of hook will feel satisfying. What was proposed as the hook section, but you're rapping over that instead. So, this is where it really turns up. Yeah. Rapping over this. And then back to this, it'll feel, oh my God.
We get somewhere, you know what I mean? Surely, a steady pace, bam, bam, first down.
In one of the skits on the album, the bass is really loud and it's distorting the speakers. I'm not sure if they sent this to master yet, and like if we're unable to change something, which really suck. Well, I was getting ready to fly to London when they needed everything done, and so I was banking on a couple other guys in my team to be able to listen and find if there's any cracks, you know what I'm saying? Sorry guys, I farted. It smells terrible in here. I think the music is definitely just like a different take, a different vibe. My fans are really into what I stand for and what I'm about, but it's, like I said, this is a kind of a scary process because I'm venturing outside of what I know works, this album just doesn't really sound like that. It just kind of sounds more like a body of work, you know, instead of like a string of singles, which is a bit scary for me. There it is. There's Syracuse. You can see the dome. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen.
Can they pick up that album one more time, guys?
Borders in the Mall, World of Music on Salina. We're keeping it cheap too, you know what I'm saying? We paid some money for it as you put it out, and we're just giving it back to the people for $5, man. So yeah, and it's not. I mean, it's not no bull. It's real shrink wrap package, silver bottle. You know what I'm saying?
This is my man, G-Off. We were in high school. He was sitting up against the wall listening to ICP on his CD Walkman, and I walked up and I said, "Yo, you want to check out my music?" Because I had a CD, and he said, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, "Wow, that was easy." And I said, "You want to buy it?" He said, "Yeah." And I was like, "What? For real?" After that, he just started hanging around so much that you couldn't get rid of him.
No.
Yeah, there's no getting rid of him.
No.
So he just ended up becoming a friend.
Could not get rid of me. I miss his mom's tuna's melts. You see this face? Oh, Fran was mean with the tuna.
So we were battling, like I said, the DVD VCR combos were all the rave, and it's Andy, and I don't remember this dude's last name or who he was.
No, Pete. Can I get some on the front stage so I can roast them right quick?
Andy ripped him apart so good that after the battle, the dude he was battling's dad came up to Andy like, "Why you gotta do that to my son like that, man?" And Andy gave him the VCR and the DVD.
I gave it to him, didn't I?
Yeah, he's like, "I don't even want this, man."
Just to see what Andy's achieved today is just, it's a blessing for me and everybody that actually came up with Andy, grind with Andy. It's like he did it for everybody. I mean, Andy is not only representing for Andy is representing for where he came from, everybody that he started out with.
I mean, I grew up in Syracuse, so me and my buddies, it was really out of boredom, like, because we didn't have much to do, because there's just not a ton to do in Syracuse, you know. So me and Ryan, we start rapping as like just as a hobby, as something to do.
Hey,
Little Caesars.
we waiting for some pizza, Little Caesars.
Kid, I come through and release the beast. I make you bleed and increase, and I make your blood pressure decrease. I put these MCs leaving deceased. I'm talking about this. I don't have to pull out my piece to hold my peace. Openly, I roast them seas. Turn you around like a rotisserie, yeah.
And so Ryan got privy to how to use the computer software, and then I started learning it. And, you know, from there, you know, it was on.
For me, it was definitely, and it was like this angsty teen music. It was equal parts expressing kind of this feeling of being different, but also just being able to eat anybody's food. And on the battling tip, yeah, like nobody was messing with us. I remember we entered a battle, and we were both on like opposite sides of the bracket.
Yo, this dude over here, his boy just told him that Fat Free was gonna dust him. His boy told him, at least he knows.
Drop the mic. You shouldn't even be rhyming, cuz give you 2 nickels for you 11 of your friends, cause you a dime a dozen. And I see you standing over there. That's nice breeze. I didn't know Helen Keller did hair, yeah.
Andy like chewed this guy in like the semifinals or whatever it was.
Yo, flip the coin his head. He want me to go first. Why you scared? I hope that you prepared for the worst. Yeah, I come at you. I know you hurt me. I put 30 in, and I ain't talking about your damn jersey.
They voted him out because they didn't want us to face each other at the end. But like the judges even came up and they're like, "Yo, we couldn't have had that happen." I remember I won the prize and we split the money. That was the deal we made. We were an interesting group, man, because we each had kind of our own style. Like I was kind of this introverted type, behind the scenes guy. Andy was kind of, even then he was kind of like the front man, like charismatic. But he was a little bit more of like a loudmouth, a little bit more brash, maybe.
Statue of Liberty, Statue of Liberty, really wanna come at me, simply gotta be one of the illest cats in the 1st Infantry, and you know that I spit it, please don't try to test, I get.
He has very good self-awareness and like emotional intelligence too, I'd say. I think that's why people connect with the music so much, because you know, he's not afraid to be vulnerable in the music, which, I mean, it's what you do in art, I guess.
You say. Na, 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 na. Woo! And then y'all say, "Hear my heart beat." Na, 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 na. Hear my heart. Hear my heart. But at the end,
And I want to tie it in somehow where everybody has neglected people that are close to us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The people we love. That could be the moment on that end bridge where it's like, this was my story, but all of us have give our time to strangers while we neglect the closest people.
Yeah, athletics was a huge part of my high school career. But my dad would actually come to all my football games when I got to high school. And, you know, our football team started winning. So that was like the first time he started coming to my games. And my brother Mark said, yo, how come you don't go to any of Andy's lacrosse games? Because I played lacrosse too, and baseball and other stuff. He said, I don't like lacrosse. Okay. That is perfect.
He came in, and he was my youngest child. And he was a chubby little kid, you know. He knelt down next to the bed and he says, Mom, I know what we can pray for. I said, what would you like to pray for? He said, a new father. He just put his little head down and he prayed just a simple little prayer. And he asked God for a new father. And I looked up to heaven and I said, Lord, what are you going to do about that prayer? How are you going to answer this? But I think how God answered it, he became a father. He became a father to Andy in a very real way and little practical everyday things.
Because another thing that happens is, like, as a creative, the times that you get most inspired are when you're just living life, when you're just hanging out with your buddies, being normal. So art is just like integrated with your life. You know, maybe you don't always have the time to do it, but you're looking forward to the time when you can sit down and write or record, or it's like a treat, like driving to go see my homies, or just feeling like I don't have a ton of stuff to do. Like, didn't have a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility. That's like nostalgic for me. That was such a dope season.
What are you gonna do now that the album's done?
Now that the album's done, I'm gonna go start pressing people for money so I can get posters and promotional stuff. And then we gonna go out, promote it, posters up, flyers, postcards. And then I'm gonna be walking around every day with at least 10 CDs in my hand at school. And when I go in any public place.
This man never takes time to relax.
Over the years, you get more accustomed to pain. Used to believe my dad when he said, come to my games. Even believe my mother was a saint and could do no wrong. And then she sat me down and told me how I was born. Mind blown, but now it all makes sense. Why she didn't spaz on me when she caught me having sex. I was perplexed, but now I get it. I used to think America was finished with racism. How could I miss it?